Hi, Diane Davidson here with Bill Weidecker from the Fine Homes Group at Keller Williams. We're here for our weekly podcast, Good Deeds, Real Estate with a Mission. Hello, Bill.
Well, hello there.
Zooming again, 2 weeks in a row. Anyway, what's new? What's new in the market?
Well, it's interesting because what we're finding is there's a lot of confusion out there. Over the weekend, this week's Wall Street Journal front page article, home sales slipped to cap off the worst year since 2014. And the article goes on further. The deeper you read into the article, the more brightening news you hear. But for those that just read headlines, you'd think that it was nuclear winter in the real estate world. And in some parts of the country, perhaps it's starting to feel that way, but it's not like that here in the Northeast. And prices, still have gone up in the last year, and which has affected affordability in other parts of the country. We are starting to see some things, Diane, that make me wonder. And so there's a huge opportunity still out there in New Hampshire. But the Greater Boston Real Estate Board this past week posted that the average sale price in their marketplace had dropped month over month. So the December versus December of the previous year had gone down. So this past December, it was 740,000 in the Greater Boston Real Estate Board jurisdiction. And last year, for the same month, it was 749,000. So 740 versus 749. Not a huge drop, but a drop nonetheless, because it was the first month over month drop since 2018. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. We still see in our numbers that we track at the Fine Homes Group, every single day we're looking at these numbers. And for the last 7 days in Hillsborough, Rockingham, and Merrimack County, it sounds a little bit like a broken record, but for the last 7 days, buyers have outnumbered sellers. New sellers coming on the market have been outnumbered by new buyers putting properties under contract 1.3 to 1. So for every new listing that came on, 1.3 properties went under contract. So we are still dwindling in inventory. Huge opportunity. If you've got a property that you're going to sell this upcoming year, you need to talk to us, because I don't know when that opportunity is going to disappear. Part of the reason I say that is price adjustments are way up. We're averaging somewhere around 250 price adjustments monthly now. And that just didn't exist in the pandemic market. So
to what do you attribute those adjustments in such a market of such low inventory, right? And such high buyer demand? We've discussed in the last many weeks, a lot of new buyers in the marketplace and a lot of buyers who were on hiatus coming back into the marketplace because they have confidence that it's a more civilized market. So what do you attribute these price reductions to?
Well, first of all, everything sold. Just you could put properties up almost, I don't want to say at any price, but you could put properties up in 2020, 2021, and most of 2022 with very poor marketing. You really didn't have to do much of anything. You could take a picture with your phone and not a lot of pictures, not a lot of detail. And buyers were so desperate, things were selling. So I think there's two drivers right now. Number one is the wrong price is causing sellers to say, it's not priced right, let's adjust our price, or the wrong marketing, meaning there's brokers they're not employing all of the tools that will help their clients.
So one of the things we've done it for years, but we have a name for it now. This is not meant to be a plug, but we've become certified with 72 Sold, which is an amazing marketing program. And there's a lot of training and dialogues and systems and so forth that one of the things they talk about is competition-based pricing, which we've been doing forever, because Sure. What's closed is old news. It's a barometer, but it's not what buyers are looking at. It's not what they're comparing to. And it's not what, that doesn't help. Pricing relative to your competition strategically is what causes your property or your listing, your seller's home to sell versus the competition. Or it helps the competition sell, or nobody sells because everyone's too high. So we have really honed that now. And because we understand what's going on in the market. So that's been it. It's a great program. If anybody wants information on it, they should reach out to us. It's basically a way to sell your house for much more money in 8 days.
Well, I look at it this way, you're at your point of competition based pricing. We look at it like this: scarcity, demand, quality, all those things come into it. And there are many people out there that haven't experienced a market where it hasn't been anything other than the next month is even busier than the previous month. And that's been like that for years and years now. And so, I think our skills are based on, decades of experience in being able to provide results for our clients. So now more than ever, it's a race towards quality in the broker selection process, in my opinion.
Well, and we've been through it how many times now?
I don't want to say we've been date ourselves, but at least a half a dozen downturns, some like significantly major. We've seen 3 major downturns, or I have, that and maybe even a fourth if you count that small couple of months from March of 2020 to the beginning of May of 2020. Yeah. I really, and then there's mini downturns. So we've seen it all. When somebody says that you've never quite seen it all, we're close.
I hope it's all. We don't need to see it again.
I don't want to see any more.
Well, anything else?
Well, I think that's a lot. I mean, it really comes down to this: now more than ever, if you want to take opportunity of the market, you gotta seize the moment, and then also make sure you have the right brokerage team on your side.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me. All right, shameless plug. Thank you. So again, 72 Sold. If you're interested in more information, we'd be happy to meet with you. And we hope you have a wonderful winter wonderland of a week, because it's going to be winter's time.
Yes.
So thanks as always for listening or watching or both. And please follow us on your favorite podcast platform or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks.